U.S. 2018, the General Air Academy AGA celebrated its 75th anniversary since, in 1953, began to train future Spanish military pilots. Built in 1944 for the U.S. Navy, this refurbished T-6 Texan made it into the AGA in 1961 as one of its first trainer aircraft. A few years later, the HA-2000 trainer aircraft, known as C, the end of Spanish manufacture, would come. And so on, until you get to this great reactor trainer C-101 Blackbird, currently on staff at the General Air Academy, AGA. It was manufactured by the Spanish company CASA, and today is part of the Airbus Defence Space Group. This Spanish reactor also serves with the air forces of Chile, Jordan and Honduras. For the instruction in flight of the future pilots, in a military career that lasts 5 years, the AGA currently has the following trainer aircrafts. At the Flight Elementary School, Phase 1, students perform their first flight baptism in the 791 Squadron, with the Chilean aircraft ENAERT-35 Pilon E-26. Next, they pass to the Basic Flight School Phase 2, where they will progress in flight techniques, in the 793 Squadron, with a Spanish-made aircraft CASA C-101 E-25. Finally, according to training qualification and own choice, the students pass to one of the Advanced Flight Schools, Phase 3, with the following specialties. In the hunting and attack modality, they are formed in 23 Air Wing at the Base de Talavera La Real, Badajoz, with the Northrop F-5BM, AE-9. Here, they are already preparing to make the jump to the most modern fighters of the Spanish Air Force. For air transport specialty, they are trained at the Matacan Air Base, and have two types of aircraft for this, the CASA C-101, and the Airbus EN-235, T-19. And for helicopter pilot specialty, they do it in 78 Air Wing of the Armilla Air Base, Granada, with the models Sikorsky S-76C, HE-24, and Eurocopter EC-120B, He-25. In addition to the AGA, the 42 Group, in the base of Villanubla, Valladolid, is also in charge of training the transport pilots not assigned to any Air Force unit, through the Beechcraft 33C, E-24. And to finish talking about the aerial material available in the AGA, it is necessary to make reference to the Aerobatic Patrol Aguila. Flying the aircraft CASA C-101, is the acrobatic patrol of the Air Force, and operates from the air base of the AGA itself. In a summarized way, these are, approximately, the available trainer aircrafts, in number and average age from its first service. As we can see, the situation is already critical in regard to the trainer aircrafts of Phase 1, CASA C-101, and Phase 2, CASA C-101 and F-5, that can be said to be close to their end of life, EOL. Remember that both the CASA C-101 and the F-5, apart from the flight hours they carry and the shortcomings of their age in design and construction, also logically mount an analog cockpit. The cockpit synthesizes the set of technical and combat skills, which should have a future jet fighter pilot. Here we can see, comparatively, the cockpit. On the other hand, the Air Force needs to establish an integral system of teaching in flight, ITS, where the training aircraft used allows a gradual formation and oriented to the new aerial combat systems. With all this, and really, sooner than later, last year 2017, an urgent search for a replacement for CASA C-101 was launched. The program is endowed with a budget of €225 million and aims to be implemented as of the month of September 2021 in the AGA. Let us first note, what are the most commonly used advanced trainer aircraft in the world? Finally, it was decided to select, as a trainer plane of the Spanish Air Force, PC-21 Pilatus, 24 units. This is the Pilatus PC-21 Swiss trainer aircraft, the newest and most modern turboprop aircraft. It is a plane with more advanced technical characteristics than the Texas T-6, but still used by a few air forces, like France. The aircraft features a tandem seating arrangement, student in front and instructor behind, in a bird strike-resistant glass canopy, with all-round vision. It has an avionics similar to those of the fifth jet fighter generation. The flight controls, which are fully balanced and harmonized, are optimized for ease of operation and overall effectiveness. The PC-21 is powered by a single Pratt & Whitney Canada .6A 68B turboprop engine of 1,600 shaft horsepower, higher than its competitor. The selected PC-21 Pilatus competed against another good trainer aircraft, as is the T-6 Texan. Compare now, technically, both aircraft. As we see below, there are also notable differences when comparing the cockpit of both aircraft. As in other trainers, the layout in the cockpit is, the student goes in front and the instructor in the back seat. The flight instrument has similar avionics to that of a fifth jet fighter's generation. With this, it is possible to reduce the cost of transition to jet fighters. With this acquisition, the Spanish Air Force ends a long decision process. And select the Pilatus PC-21 as your new trainer aircraft.